Carissa Pavlika, TV Fanatic.
Hi, Carissa. How's it going?
Good, good.
Good.
So, beginning with you, Sarah, can both of you talk a little bit about your characters and how they fit into the world of Resident Alien?
Yes, I am Sara Tomko. I play Asta 12 Trees, and I am not sure exactly how Asta fits in, really. She is on the outside, a part of this really wonderful community in Patience, Colorado. But she is adopted. She's raised by her adopted father, Dan, and she feels actually closest to the man who's just been murdered, Sam Hodges, who was like a father to her. So now she feels very isolated in her grief, and she feels a little bit confused about who she is. And it's a running theme in the show to have this outward appearance of feeling like you look like you fit in, but not really feeling that way on the inside.
And I'm Alice Wetterlund. I play Darcy. I forgot her last name. Sorry, it's been a long day. That's not her last name. But I play Darcy, who is Asta's best friend and right hand. They are childhood friends that grew up together and each left the town to pursue their dreams and both reluctantly fell back home, which is a really common experience these days, I think, for a lot of millennials. And Darcy is a bit of a fallen star. She had a big, bright career and it all fell apart, really due to her own negligence. So she feels like a loser, but that's not the way the town sees her. And so she kind of grapples with that lack of um, yeah, she kind of grapples with her self-worth and really relies on Asta for a lot of that self-worth that she can't get from herself.
And Sarah, it seems like Asta is the kind of the straight arrow in town, especially in light of all the comedic activity that goes on. Your character plays it mostly straight. What's it like to be that person amongst all of this very funny talent? And when do you get to break loose a little bit?
Oh, good question. Um, First of all, I am incredibly honored to be surrounded by so many talented, not only just actors, but also like vivid comedians. And I think that Asta, Alice and I were talking about this before, you need the straight man for the joke to land. And I feel like we don't give enough love to the straight man who's just standing there taking it and having these weird reactions. And I
Mm-hmm.
Asta is a representative of the audience's perspective. I feel like she gets to say and react the way that I feel like a lot of people will be already doing that on their couches while they're watching Alan Tudyk's work. Like, how incredibly funny. And everybody in the show has these amazing, quirky characters, but there's a lot of heart that Asta brings to the forefront. And then what's amazing is, especially Darcy and her relationship with Darcy, it helps lighten her up and remind her to laugh a little and have some fun, and things aren't so dark and serious. And in a way, it's kind of a beautiful reminder that we all need that reminder in our life. And I think it's been really fun for me to play the straight man, but it's also really just so awesome to watch those organic improv moments come to life, because as an actor, it makes it really fresh for me to show up and to not necessarily know how it's going to go, which means my reactions are pretty truthful.
And Alice, your 2019 Amazon special is still one of my very favorite things to watch. It makes me laugh every time I watch it. So,
Thank
what
you.
how do you infuse Darcy with your particular brand of humor?
um, I, Darcy is my brand of humor. I mean, when I create like essentially created this character with Chris, and Chris sort of gave me the reins to do whatever I wanted, it was a dream come true and one that I'm still sort of pinching myself about, because Chris saw in me something that I've always wanted somebody to see in me, which is like this sort of devil may care, take no prisoners, um, character, I just like, I get to come to work every day and then do my lines and portray the character to the best of my ability given what's on the page. And then there's always this moment where like Chris and Robbie and the director, and they just let me go and spin me like a top and just see what happens. And that is, for any comedic actor, like the dream. That's the dream, and I get to live it on this show. So I think that really comes across in the way that the chemistry sort of pops off the screen on this show between, you know, both the characters, the actors, and also the directorial and the writing team.
Well, thank you guys so much. It was lovely meeting you.
Thanks, Carissa. Thank you for being
Bye-bye.
on.
Bye.
Please cut